everyone, and welcome. Today we are looking at a topic many people think about: relationships between people with a big age difference. Are these age gap relationships usually problematic? It's a question that brings strong opinions. With us today are Ben and Chloe, who have different views on this. Ben believes that the age difference itself is not the main problem in a relationship. He thinks other things, like how well people match and communicate, are more important. Chloe agrees that some age gap relationships can work, but she thinks they often face special difficulties. She believes these challenges make problems more likely compared to couples closer in age. We will start with Ben and Chloe giving their opening thoughts. After that, we will discuss some specific points in more detail. Let's begin. Ben, could you share your perspective first?
Thank you, Sarah. Hello, everyone. I believe looking only at the number of years between two people is too simple. A relationship is about the connection between two individuals. It's about shared interests, mutual respect, understanding, and love. These qualities are not decided by how old someone is. We often think that older means more mature, but that's not always true. Maturity comes from life experiences, self-awareness, and personality, not just from age. You can find very mature younger people and less mature older people. Think about the successful couples you know. Do they all have small age gaps? Many happy, long-lasting couples have significant age differences, maybe 10, 15, or even 20 years. They make it work because they are compatible, they communicate well, and they are committed to each other. Judging a relationship based only on the age gap is unfair to the couple. It ignores the real substance of their bond. We should focus on the health and happiness of the relationship itself, not just the ages of the people involved. Are they supportive of each other? Do they share goals? Do they handle disagreements respectfully? These are the important questions for any relationship, regardless of age. So I don't think age gap relationships are usually problematic. Problems come from incompatibility or poor communication, not the age difference itself.
Thank you, Sarah. And hello, Ben. I agree with Ben that the connection between people is very important. And yes, some age gap relationships are successful. However, I think it's too optimistic to say the age gap itself doesn't usually cause problems. I believe these relationships often face specific, built-in challenges that make them harder. One major area is the potential for a power imbalance. Often, the older partner has more financial stability, more career success, and more life experience. This difference can create an uneven dynamic where one person has more control or influence, even if they don't mean to. Another big challenge comes from being in different life stages. Imagine one person is thinking about retirement, while the other is focused on building their career. Or one person might really want to have children, while the older partner already has grown children or doesn't want more. These aren't small disagreements. They are fundamental differences in life goals and daily realities. Finally, there's often social difficulty. Couples might face judgment or disapproval from family, friends, or even strangers. This constant questioning can put a lot of pressure on the relationship. So while love and communication are key, I believe the significant age difference itself creates extra hurdles that couples with smaller age gaps don't usually face, making problems more likely.
Thank you both for those clear opening statements. Chloe, you raised the point about potential power imbalances related to money or life experience. Ben, how do couples typically navigate this? If one partner has significantly more resources or experience due to age, how can they maintain a balanced and equal relationship?
That's a fair question, Sarah. Power dynamics are something every couple needs to be aware of, not just those with an age gap. You can have imbalances in relationships where people are the same age, perhaps if one earns much more money or has a stronger personality. The key, as in any relationship, is open and honest communication. Couples need to talk about finances, decision-making, and how they feel about their roles in the relationship. Mutual respect is essential. The partner with more experience or money needs to be careful not to dominate, and the other partner needs to feel confident in expressing their needs and opinions. Differences can also be seen as strengths. The partner with more life experience might offer valuable guidance, while the younger partner might bring fresh perspectives or energy. It's about creating a partnership where both people feel valued and empowered, regardless of their age or bank account. Financial transparency and agreeing on how money is managed can prevent many problems. It really comes down to the individuals and their commitment to equality.
I understand what Ben is saying about communication and respect being important for everyone, but I think we need to acknowledge that the likelihood and the potential size of the imbalance are often much greater when there's a large age gap. It's not just about money. Think about life experience. Someone who is, say, 50 has lived through different social changes, career stages, maybe previous relationships, or even marriages, compared to someone who is 25. This difference in lived history can make it genuinely harder to understand each other's perspectives or reference points. The older partner might unintentionally dismiss the younger partner's concerns as unimportant because they've seen it all before. Or the younger partner might feel like they can't contribute equally to decisions because they lack the experience. Good communication can help, yes, but it requires extra effort and awareness specifically because of the age-related differences. It's an added layer of complexity that isn't usually there when partners are closer in age.
That leads us to another point Chloe raised, being in different life stages. Chloe, can you give us some more practical examples of how differing life stages might cause friction or problems in daily life for age gap couples?
Certainly, Sarah. These practical differences can affect the relationship every day. Think about energy levels. A partner nearing retirement might prefer quiet evenings at home, while a partner in their 30s might still enjoy going out frequently with friends. Health can become a significant issue too. As the older partner ages, they may face health problems that the younger partner isn't prepared for, emotionally or practically. This can change the relationship dynamic, sometimes turning the younger partner into more of a caretaker. Then there are major life goals. The desire to have children is a classic example. If one person wants them and the other doesn't, or can't, it's often an issue that can't be compromised on. Retirement plans also need to align. What happens when one person stops working years or even decades before the other? Even social circles can be different. Friends might be from different generations with different interests, making it harder to integrate socially as a couple. These aren't just small things. They shape your daily life and your future together.
Chloe raises valid points about practical challenges, but again, I think these are issues that require planning and compromise in any serious relationship. Couples close in age also have to negotiate different energy levels or social preferences. They also need to discuss big topics like children and retirement. Perhaps the timeline looks different in an age gap relationship, but the need for discussion and finding common ground is universal. I believe shared values are often more important than being at the exact same life stage. If a couple shares core beliefs about family, lifestyle, and how they want to spend their time, they can often find ways to bridge differences in age-related stages. For example, maybe the older partner enjoys sharing their established life with the younger partner, and the younger partner brings energy and new experiences. Differences don't automatically mean conflict. They can actually make a relationship more interesting and balanced, with each person bringing different strengths. It requires flexibility and a willingness to adapt, but that's true for all successful partnerships.
We've heard some very thoughtful perspectives today on a complex topic. Ben has argued that while challenges exist, the success of a relationship depends more on the individuals, their connection, communication, and shared values, rather than the age gap itself. He believes focusing only on age is too simple, and that many age gap couples build happy, lasting partnerships. Chloe has acknowledged that success is possible, but she highlighted that significant age differences often bring inherent challenges. She pointed to potential power imbalances, difficulties arising from different life stages, and social pressures as factors that can make these relationships more likely to face problems. It seems clear there's no single, easy answer to whether age gap relationships are problematic. Experiences vary greatly, and what matters most might be how couples navigate the specific challenges and advantages their particular situation presents. It depends on the individuals, their maturity, their commitment, and their ability to communicate and respect each other. Ben, Chloe, thank you both for sharing your insights and helping us understand the different sides of this issue. And thank you to our audience for joining the discussion. That's all the time we have for today.